What's up, gamer? My name's Luco, and today I'm going to show you how to craft with the Genesis Tree in Path of Exile 1, Keepers of the Flame. The main way you use the Genesis Tree is by going to the Monastery of the Keepers, which you can unlock by going through this portal after completing your first breach encounter, or by clicking on this pin on your world map after you unlock it, and looking at this tree. There are a bunch of different nodes broken into several different independent branches. Each branch can produce different kinds of items, and the nodes in each tree provide different ways to influence the outcome of those items. The top branch can give you unique items, including the new Foulborn uniques. The top left branch can give you any kind of non-unique gear. The bottom right branch can give you currency items. The bottom left branch can give you all sorts of random items. And the bottom center branch can give you graft items, better known as the little hands that you can stick on your back if you need a hand. You get points for each of the branches on this tree by collecting various body parts at the end of completed breach encounters and bringing them to the monastery, or by spending certain amounts of graft blood while crafting at the tree. You also collect graft blood by completing breach encounters, so whichever way you're trying to upgrade your tree's tree, you're going to want to make sure you're running breaches as often as possible. When you collect graft blood, it actually gets stored inside the hands that are stuck on your back, and each hand can only hold a certain amount of graft blood based on its level. The first graft you get in Act 1 can hold 400 graft blood at a time, while the ones I got at item level 73 could hold 3,579 graft blood each, so the level makes a significant difference. When you're ready to craft stuff, the first thing you need to do is spend 1 point on the first node of the branch that you're actually using. The first time I tried to use the tree, it took me a while to realize I actually needed to spend the point there. So don't make the same mistake that I did. Once you have that point allocated, you can do whatever you want with the rest of the points in each branch. When you've spent your points the way you want them, the next step is to find a womb gift of the appropriate type. Womb gifts are items that also drop from breach encounters, and there are different types of them for each branch of the tree. Basically, they serve as the egg for whatever items you're trying to hatch out of the tree. So if you want to get a unique item from the Genesis Tree, you find yourself an ancient womb gift and grab it from your graft locker, put it in this socket on the first node of that branch, and if you have enough graft blood to complete the craft, this button beneath the womb gift will be highlighted. Simply click the button and the tree will spit your shiny new items all over the ground. Next, I want to take a moment to talk about the Graft Locker. It's an extra storage space separate from your regular stash, specifically for storing both womb gifts and graft items. It's very useful, but there are two things you need to know about it. The first is that if you open up the Graft Locker window and look towards the bottom near the search box, you'll see a little X symbol in a red circle with a smaller box next to it. If you've never seen it before, this is called the Affinity button. If you click the box next to the little icon, it'll get a check mark, which means the Affinity system is now active for your Graft Locker. What that means is that anytime you're throwing stuff in your regular stash by holding the control button and clicking items over from your inventory, if you happen to click on any items that fit in your Graft Locker, so either womb gifts or grafts, those items will automatically be stored in your Graft Locker. So first of all, if you're moving items in those categories into your stash like that and you don't see them make it there, check your Graft Locker for them. Second of all, keeping at least the womb gifts in your Graft Locker is really handy because it makes using them at the tree a lot easier. If you go back to the tree to make another item, instead of dragging the womb gift from your inventory to its socket this time, you can actually just click on the empty socket of whatever branch you want to use. When you do, a little context menu will open up and show you a list of all the womb gifts in your Graft Locker or inventory that fit in that socket, but it won't show you any that are stored in your regular stash. So if you leave them in your Graft Locker, there's no need to sort through all of the womb gifts you have and look for the right one. Just leave them in the locker, click on the socket you want, then click on the gift you want. The last thing we really need to talk about is respeccing your tree, or changing the points around. It works just the same as any other tree in the game. Click on the Refund Passives button at the top, click on the points you want to remove, then click Apply Refunds and put the points in their new home. There is one major difference between this respec system and the ones in the rest of the game though. This one is totally free. There's no price or penalty of any kind for moving your points around in any of the branches. This makes sense because of how much control the trees give you over the outcome of the craft. Right now, my equipment tree is set up to very specifically make dexterity body armors with as many sockets and links as possible because I'm looking for a 6-link for my build. If I wanted any other outcome, the tree would look quite a bit different, so having to pay to change things around when we're expected to do that so often would be pretty silly. I do kind of wish the rest of the trees in the game were free to respec though. Anyways, those are the basics of unlocking and crafting with the Genesis Tree in Path of Exile. If you have any questions, feel free to ask them in the comments of this video or in my chat while I'm streaming on both Twitch and YouTube. If you found this guide helpful, don't forget to like and subscribe for more like it. Lastly, thanks for watching, and I'll see you in another video.